and gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, everybody. Happy mother freaking Friday. Man, yes, indeed. Day one is in the books for the draft, and the Raiders have selected with the 7th pick of the first round, Tyree Wilson, edge rusher, Texas Tech, 6'6", 275 pounds, 7 tackles last year, over 60 tackles, 7 sacks last year, as well as 7 sacks the previous year. Born in Anchorage, Alaska, moved to East Texas at 3 years old. Man, we went out there and got us a beast. Now, I know some of the concern is, well, what about Chandler Jones? My answer, what about him? What about him? Hey, one monkey don't stop no show. If you are going into this draft with the theory that Ziegler and them have of drafting the best available player, Tyree Wilson was him. They said Tyree Wilson's window was from the number 3rd pick to the number 7th pick. And guess where he was selected? Number 7. We're gonna dive in today, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna go over the Raiders' first pick in day one, Tyree Wilson, defensive end, Texas Tech. Man, we got a show for y'all, man. We're gonna dig into it. We're gonna go ahead and see what the people in the media are saying about this selection and this player that the Raiders have selected. I'm telling you, we needed edge rushers, right? We got them. We bypassed Jalen Carter. A lot of people bypass Jalen Carter, you know what I mean? So I guess them red flags was enough to make you be like, oh, wait a minute. We can't afford. And it's not just the red flags off the field with the incident that happened with the racing, but also his mental fortitude, his capability of wanting to be great and you know what I mean, not being in the best of shape. There's a lot of stuff that came out yesterday that I did not know about Tyree that was more on field and as far as effort, and then also being able to pay attention. You know what I mean? There was an instance where somebody was interviewing him and he had to ask him to repeat the question because he was not listening. Now, how is that going to bode well when the coaches are giving you instructions to go out on the field with and you're not paying attention and listening? You know what I mean? You have to pay attention to detail within the NFL because every single thing you do affects the outcome of what a play can happen. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got NorCal Raider Jesse in the building, man. Thank you for pulling up, man. It's a pleasure to have you here. Always, you know what I mean? We got Raider Nation Jason in the building, man. 11 more to go. Yes, indeed. 11 more to go, my brother. Hey, might be more than that. You never know. A good trade back. Day 2, we do have a pick in the second round. 39th, 6 overall in the second round. And then the third round, of course, we have 2 picks, our own, and then the one that we've gotten from the Waller trade to the Giants at number 100 overall. So there are 3 picks on schedule for us to make today. I think the draft starts at 4 today. I got to check, but we are going live at 3:30. So if you guys want to pull up again, enjoy the festivities as far as the opinions, ideas, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. Nobody is wrong when it comes to an opinion. You know what I mean? Now, you can be wrong about facts, but you're never wrong about your own opinion. And that's what makes NWA so diverse. We come from different backgrounds, you know what I mean? Different ideologies we carry, different opinions, and that's fine. That's what you want. You want to keep that yin and yang. You know what I mean? A fine balance. Everything does not have to shift into the same order. You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of this thing. And still be friends as we continue on with different opinions. You know what I mean? So you guys can pull up with your opinions as well, get in the chat as the draft is going. You never know. We could make moves. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll let the draft fall to us. Let's wonder now, what do we do with the first pick of the second round? Now let's move on. You know what I mean? We got our defensive end. There's still defensive tackles. There's a shitload of corners. There's a lot of safeties. There's tight ends. There's a lot out there still to be drafted, and we're not done yet, man. So let's rock and roll with each other. Eugene Powell, top of the morning, man. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. We got the boss with the sauce in the building. Alfredo Tyree Wilson. You didn't know I can hold that note, huh? Yeah, I used to sing opera. Tight. I used to do Oprah, though. Shout out to Charles Washington, man. Hey, thank you for pulling up, man. You already know what it is. I'm juiced. We're going to get into it today, though. We got a good show for you this morning, y'all. Good morning to everybody, man. Thank you for being here. Raiders G1, what's the deal? And hey, what's the deal? Good pick. Yeah, I agree. Very good pick. Solid. Like I said, all we got to do is just get the right people to come in here and produce. You know what I mean? I know there was an issue with Tyree Wilson's foot, but it checked out last month by the doctors that he was a full go. So but see, like they said, his window of being drafted was between picks 3 and 7, and lo and behold, pick lucky number 7. Hey, can you imagine in Vegas, lucky number 7? You know when you get on them slot machines and you want the lucky 7 straight across to hit the jackpot? Bruh, we might have hit the jackpot. This might have hands down been the best pass rusher in the draft. We don't know yet. We got to let them get out there and improve, you know what I mean, in the season. But if this guy get out there and get after it, if he calls havoc against the Mahomes and the Herberts and the Wilsons, yeah, Wilson meet Wilson. Yeah, I can't wait to play the Donkeys. That's another sweep. You know what I mean? Hey, go get him, big fella. You feel me? We don't need all that drama that came with Carter. And I agree. Raider G1A, for real. I agree. We did not need that shit. See, notice how the attention shifted with Tyree compared to what it would have been with Carter. If we would have brought Carter here at 7, the questions wouldn't have been like, oh, he possibly could have been. They wouldn't have been talking about that. The media is going to go straight for the juggler and be like, oh, well, his off the field and then his mental fortitude as far as wanting to put in the work to be great and paying attention. Oh, man. But now we're hearing Tyree Wilson possibly could be the best pass rusher. The Raiders do know this is their future. With him being a first-round pick, you can guarantee him here for 5 years. I bet you Chandler Jones ain't here for 5 years. And they say you can get out of Chandler Jones' contract after this year. But that's perfect. Let Chandler Jones be the mentor. You know what I mean? And you still can play all 3 of them on the field together. And that 3 being Max Crosby, Chandler Jones, and Tyree Wilson. It's not. I know a lot of people. Well, not a lot of people. Some people out there didn't like the pick, but they're entitled to that. But if you overall and see the scenery of the picture that we're painting, it's future. We're painting the future. You know what I mean? We have to build our defense for the future, for the long haul, to carry us. The offense is set. We know what our starters is going to be. Facts. We know our start. Do you know what the starters are going to be on defense? No, we don't. But we found out one piece yesterday. We found out one piece, and you will find and Ziegler said this. If you already have that position stacked on your team, but the best available guy is at that plays the same position, you draft him. You do not let you don't let the best available get past you. You know what I mean? You draft them, and then you sort all that other shit out later, and that other shit being who's going to be the starters. What is the pecking order going to be at that position? Tyree Wilson is new blood. We have not drafted. Well, I ain't going to say, with Cleveland Farrell, how that turned out, but Tyree Wilson is not, to me, in that mold. This was not a reach. Far from it. You know what I mean? This was one of the guys that was going up the draft boards that a lot of people were interested in, but luckily, we didn't have to trade up. You know what I mean? I would have liked to trade back, but hey, if you stood pat, we still got 11 more picks to go. As of now, it could be more. We could move back later. You know what I mean? We'll see how this draft unfolds, but I think it's all in all, it's working out in our favor, man, for real, for real. But I agree with you, Raider G1, for real. Alfredo in the building again. I swear everyone praising the Eagles for Carter. But look, Alfredo, you got to understand this. See, and this is another thing Ziegler said that made perfect sense to me. That was like, okay. And that was something I kind of overlooked. It's not just necessarily overall the best available player, but he said it must be the best available player for what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? And Jalen Carter is the best available player for what the Eagles are trying to do. You know what I mean? They already got good defensive linemen. They just needed to add a piece to it. We were thin as hell at defensive end. Behind Kuntz, what do you have? And then you have a guy who can also play inside as well as out, in Tyree Wilson at 6'6", 275. Come on now. They put him in that weight room with that frame 6'6". He can get to 285. You know what I mean? If they want to go that route and be a fast defensive tackle type guy, especially when you run that NASCAR package, bruh, you got some motherfuckers that's coming. You put Chandler Jones, and look, what do you think you can possibly get if you put Chandler Jones right next? And I'm talking about keeping him on the outside on the edge, but putting Tyree Wilson at defensive tackle next to him. You know what I mean? What do you think happens then when Tyree is the one to get a double team, and now Chandler Jones can simply go up against man-to-man? He can go one-on-one, but I think he's a little bit long in the tooth to try to take on double teams at this point in his career. I think that's his downfall. He can't take on double teams. He's not like that no more. So what you do, you help make his job easier so he can get back doing what it is he knows how to do. So you put a player next to him that requires a double team, like a Tyree Wilson. Man, at 275 and 6'6", he's big and quick. He's quick. You know what I mean? Because he's not 315, 310. So that he's going to cause a lot of problems for these guards. You know what I mean? And these motherfucking centers, especially when they put attention to double him. Now all we got to do is find someone at defensive tackle that's a nice counterpart, and then you can move him around. You switch it to a 3-4, bam, you put him that outside linebacker. You know what I mean? You can use him in many different situations in this defense, since this defense is going to be like an amoeba type defense that changes. It just changes. You never know what you're going to get. So I see the picture that they're painting for the future of this team. Max Crosby and him, when it becomes just Max Crosby and him on the edges, and we do get the right defensive tackles in there, bruh, now we got to figure out the linebackers. You know what I mean? Get the right linebacker. Like I said, remember I told you our defense is like a combination? We got to figure out the combination to this lock to unlock the potential of this defense. We figure out one number, Tyree Wilson. What's the next? At the safety, the corners, the linebackers, the defensive tackles. What are the next numbers to come up in this combination? The first number was 7. Was 1-7. Round 1, pick number 7. Now let's see what the next set of numbers is to try to unlock this defense to be something great. But hey, if they keep drafting like they did, if they do what they did yesterday and stuck to their guns, not reach, and get the best available, we gonna be all right. Hey, shout out to Kendrick Lamar. Everything's gonna be all right. You feel me? Ozzy, what's the deal, man? Hey, what's your opinion, Ozzy? Let me know what you think and how you feel about the Tyree Wilson selection. We're going to get in more depth in this. Let me finish out. You know what's better than one Raider ring? Drum roll, please. 2 of those motherfuckers, man. You already know. What's up, my guy? Yes, indeed. They thought he was the VPA for us. They are continuing on being able to develop him into something special. Hey, bro, we're gonna be all right. We'll see how this shit continues. Nightmare, what's going on with you, man? Hey, salute to you, man. Thank you for being here. Circus Raider, my dude. Top of the morning to you, my brother. For real. Yes, indeed. Let me see. Did I pay? No. Okay, no. Okay. Willie Wayne, what's the deal, man? Hey, y'all in here deep, bruh. Day 2 picks, Drew Sanders, linebacker. Nah. See, this is what I don't want to do, Ozzy. I don't want to. I mean, it's easy to try to. It's fun to try to predict shit, but we don't know how the board is gonna fall. Because what happened if Sanders go before us? Then everything shifts. So, I'm gonna enjoy the ride. I know that. I might go make me some popcorn tonight. Hey, what's the deal, Jorge C, man? Thank you for being here. Yesterday was fun as shit, though. I was pins and needles and then watching how the picks came off the board. Yeah, because, last year I was at the draft, so I didn't really get to do a live show. But, man, I like this shit. We had fun last night, man. I just like the camaraderie we had and the way we bounced ideas, opinions off each other, man. It's dope. It's real dope. Let me see. Ray Love, what's the deal, man? Tops to you. Rafa, my dude, man. Good morning. Tops to you, man. For real. Let's see. Shout out to everybody that's watching. To the 42 watching, man. Good morning to you. Happy draft day number 2. This is Good Morning Raider Nation Live podcast. We're going over yesterday's draft of Tyree Wilson. If you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Hit the note. Do all that good stuff. It's free. You know what I mean? If you're enjoying this content and you like coming to this channel, come every morning. We're here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's this wonderful Good Morning Raider Nation show. And then on Friday nights, it's the Dirty Lunatic show, as well as Saturday nights also, which is a sketch comedy show that's Raider infused. So enjoy the likes of Raider Stan, Cleophas Jenkins, myself, Dirty, Unk. Hey, we in the building, y'all. Hey, pull on up, man, and enjoy the festivities in the show geared towards and focused towards the Raider Nation, man. There's only one. Raider Nation, baby. Let's go. Let's see, man. I'm trying to get through this chat so we can get into this show, man. Sure. I think everything in here, everybody else is in here, but I'm not going to pass nobody up. Charles Washington is in the building. Yes, sir. Starting middle linebacker DT today. Hey, bro, if we get a defensive, we still got Breeze out there. We got linebackers such as Dayon Henley, Washington State. You got, like I said, Breeze. You got some hitters out there still. Don't worry. We hitters on the payroll, and they know. Hey, shout out, man, to motherfucking 3 times crazy. Let's see who else we got in the chat, man. Ray Love, Circus Raider, Willie Wayne in the building. Yeah, we deep now. Okay, I think that might just be about it. North Carolina, Jesse, I didn't like the pick at first because Carter was on the board. There's still, there's so many corners out there though, NorCal. Bruh, I was looking at the names that's still available. You still got hitters. And look, who would have thought Will Levis has not been picked? And you remember they were saying he possibly can go number 1. The Raiders might get him. The Raiders said, eat my ass. We ain't picking him. But then again, let me shut up, because if they pick him in the second round, bro, I'm be eating. I ain't eating no ass, but fuck it. I'll just shut up. No beer this morning. I might do some beer at 3:30 when we go live, though. Hey, shout out to everybody out there, man. I think I got everybody mentioned. Okay, we did. I think. Oh, no. Eddie Willis, what's the deal, man? What's up with it? Hey, I appreciate you being here, my brother. I'm not sure if Tyree Wilson. You know what? I think he will, though. If you sit down and talk to the dude, his mental. See, that's one thing we gotta always not overlook. You know what I mean? Physical ability is fine, but what about between the ears? And this kid right here, he's very enthusiastic, very outgoing. And like I said, you can't teach 6'6", 275, bruh. To have two monsters, like, and just think, he has Chandler Jones and Max Crosby to go under their wings to bring that dog out in him. Hey, go hang out with Max Crosby. You know, hey, Max Crosby, take him under your wing, and you know that's what's gonna happen. Max Crosby gonna take Tyree Wilson, and they gonna help make that dude a beast. I'm telling you. If he has the same motor and the same desire as a Max Crosby, can you imagine having two Max Crosbys? Ooh. Y'all better watch out. And when I say y'all, I'm talking about quarterbacks in the division. Watch your ass. Holly in the building. What's the deal, Holly? Hey, top of the morning to you. Man, I had fun with you last night. Hey, yesterday's show was dope. Eagle Terry in 207. What's the deal? Hey, Drew Sanders is solid. He's still out there, though. See, that's the beauty of this shit. Look at the names you're naming, and they're still available. You feel me? Hey, hey, do not be surprised if Benton get grabbed. Remember, I told you, Benton was one of the players that Coach Graham coached in the Senior Bowl. So keep in these mid-late rounds, start paying attention to these guys that played for him already. Because you know he done put tests out there when they played, and plus they dominated the Senior Bowl anyway. They won 27-10. You know what I mean? So, hey, I think we're gonna be all right. I am the Bay. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning. Confused best available for most talked about. This was a foundational. Man, say that shit, man. Hey, for real. A foundational piece, not just for now, but for the future. You got to remember, you got to build this defense for the future. That's why we didn't go into free agency and spend top dollar on free agents. You know what I mean? Because their shelf life with us is not going to be as long as drafting a rookie at that same spot. See, now we got Tyree for 5 years. 5 years. Let me give you the gist of that. His rookie contract will be up in 2027. It'll be damn near 2030. Bro, that don't sound, that sound like some old space age Jetson type year. Yeah, in the year 2030, I'm like, what the fuck, 2030? Hey, 2030 is right around the fucking corner. You know what I mean? All y'all old. All y'all motherfuckers is old. Y'all gonna be alive in 2030. You know what I mean? We got Kenny Raiders in the house, man. What is the deal, man? Top of the morning to you, bro. We gotta take Levis. No. Hey. To be honest with you, there's nothing really wrong with Levis. You know what I mean? The only thing is, I think he forces the issue too much, college-wise, at Kentucky. He forced the issue too much. Now, the completion percentage is not bad. He's in the mid-60s. That's just like C.J. Stroud. But C.J. Stroud hit 70% before, too, though, the year before last. He was 66 this past year. But I like Hooker. I know a lot of people talk about Hooker's age and need. Fuck all that. That shit is negated and out the window. I don't care about that shit. They keep saying, oh, well, he's 25. Well, yeah, Aaron Rodgers was 25, 26 when he first started in the NFL behind Brett Favre. He sat the bench for 3 years. You get Hendon Hooker, sit him on the bench for 1 year, let that motherfucker learn the offense, develop, and then, bam, you can let Garoppolo go and throw him in there at 6'4", 222, mobile, strong arm. I like him. He doesn't turn the ball over. Hooker only had 2 interceptions last year with over 27 touchdowns. The year before, he had 36 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. So he had 5 interceptions for 2 years combined. You know what I mean? ACLs, that don't mean shit no more these days. Who don't come back from an ACL? And plus, he is not he does not play in an explosive type of position. You know what I mean? It's fine if you're mobile, but hey, if you can get off in the pocket, shit, get off in the pocket. Peyton Manning wasn't no motherfucking mobile. He wasn't no Michael Vick. You know what I mean? And one of the best to ever do it. So it all depends. But I mean, you don't want to reach for him as well, though. You know what I mean? Sometimes teams can use the bad things of a player in their favor. Like with Hooker, with us and Hooker, if we decide to go after Hooker, we know we don't have to reach for him. Fuck it, since they worried about it, if we're not worried about his knee and age, but we just let everybody else be worried about his knee and age, he'll fall to us. You know what I mean? So you might get lucky and get Hooker with the 100th pick. You never know. I still would stay with defense, or we can really start thinking trading back and picking up some more third-round picks. Hey, fuck it. If a motherfucker want to move up in the second round, and you know that usually happens day 2, you start getting your trades. Because people are seeing how the board are falling and who's all there. And if we got a group of guys in the second round that we know that any one of those 5 players that we like, we can get, and it's automatic, making us better, then why not trade back 3, 4, 5 spots? Get an extra third round pick. Now we got, you know what I mean? Now we go into the third round with 3 picks in the third. You know what I mean? And still have a second round pick just like a few picks back. Let's get greedy with this shit. Hey, fuck it. Let's get greedy. The more higher picks you got, the more higher selections you have at getting good quality talent. You know what I mean? Before the pool starts thinning out like LeBron's hairline. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to LeBron. I hope your Lakers can pull it out. No pause. Hey, shout out to everybody out there, man. Hey, I'm talking. All right, let me everybody in the chat, shout out to y'all, man. Thank you for being here. I don't want to be rude and miss anybody. So, okay, we're good. Let's get into Tyree Wilson. Why not? Why don't we? All right. We're going to get into Mr. Tyree Wilson. We're going to go what people are saying, the outsiders, supposed experts of this shit. But as you see here is Tyree Wilson, the new defensive end of the Las Vegas Raiders, selected 7th overall in yesterday's draft in round 1, 6'6", 275. He had 7 sacks last year and 61 tackles at defensive end. He's good against the run. He's good against the pass. He's an overall all-around, can play inside, can play out, got the perfect build, stature to do both. You put 15 pounds on this dude, he's sitting at 290. He could be defensive and still not lose. You know what I mean? Put 15 pounds of muscle. 15 pounds of muscle ain't shit. That's simple. You can go to the buffet and put 15 pounds of nothing. You know what I mean? But put 15 pounds of muscle, because he don't look big, since, you know, he's so stretched and long that you can't even see the 275 on him. He don't even look 275. So I know another 15 pounds, bruh, 290? Now you're a tweener. You can go DT, you can go defensive end. You can go outside linebacker. You can still keep your quickness. You know what I mean? So I like this pick. More I look at it, I understand, because we did need a defensive end, because what did we have behind Chandler Jones? When it's time to move on from Chandler Jones, then what? We got to go into the draft and hope we get somebody that can replace him? Now we ain't got to worry about it. You feel me? Now we ain't got to worry about it, man. So I'm good with this pick. I felt this pick was a need. And it was the best available. A best available of need. That's what I told y'all. We got that shit. All right, so let's go ahead and dig into what the experts are saying about this pick, how they feel about it. And then we'll go ahead and watch the breakdown too. So here we go. Let's run with it.
Picks rolling in. Round 1, number 7. The Las Vegas Raiders selecting Tyree Wilson, the edge bender. Led the Big 12 in pressures last season with 50 despite missing 3 games. A sideline-to-sideline type that has shown elite flashes in shutting down both the run and the pass. Tyree Wilson, once a Red Raider, now painted silver and black.
Okay, this motherfucker tripping. But yeah, Tyree Wilson, like I said, he could be, he's like the Raider handyman, could do it all. You know what I mean? Pull out that screwdriver and fix your light socket. You know what I mean? Got something wrong with your dishwasher, fix that shit. Need your walls painted. Need your quarterback sacked. Hey, we got that. Go get him. Go get him, big fella. Go get him, Tyree. Say it with your chest. Tyree. You know what I mean? Let's go, man. This is only the beginning. That's the beauty of this shit. It's only Michael Guerrero, top of the morning to you. Yes, indeed, man. Top of the morning. Hey, oh man, hey, I can't wait to see what's next. You feel me? I cannot see what's next. All right, we're gonna dig into some more. What they're saying about Tyree. Let's go ahead and dig into it.
Some thought Texas Tech edge rusher Tyree Wilson would go as high as number 2. And I was told this afternoon his window opened at 2, closed at 7. And at the very last possible pick before the window closed, the Raiders took Tyree Wilson, picking up an edge rusher. They already have Max Crosby and Chandler Jones. But Wilson becomes the future best available player on the board at that point, a guy with a foot problem that some teams had concerns about. I had heard some teams had taken him off the board altogether. But if you had him on the board, he was one of your best players. And he had been cleared in late March by Dr. Robert Anderson to fully return and participate in football, ready to go, everything fine. Raiders may have gotten a guy that they can pair with Max Crosby for years to come in a division where it pays to get after the quarterback because there are so many great quarterbacks that they have to contend with. So the Raiders get a guy that should have maybe gone earlier, and now they have a better defense moving forward into 2023.
Indeed, we do have a better defense as long as we keep adding pieces. We're not done. You can't judge a puzzle by one piece. You got to let everything fit together. Not only just drafting these players, but seeing them all together. How they start to develop camaraderie and start gelling and playing as a unit rather than playing as individuals in a unit. You feel me? So there's a lot to be looking forward to with this team, man. I'm ecstatic, or how Mike Tyson say it? I'm ecstatic. Shout out to Mike Tyson, man. One of the greatest boxers of all time, baby. Yes, indeed, man. But yeah, it's a lot to look forward to on this team. If they put this defense together right, and that was just part one. And just like a lot of you saying, Sanders is still out there. There's a lot still out there. There's a lot, bruh. We're not done. It's only been one round. We got 11 picks left as right now as it stands. So there's a lot of opportunity to add to that. I can't wait for them to finish painting this picture. Pyro, my dude. How you feeling, my brother? Good morning. Raiders all day, for real. Yes, indeed, man. We in this bitch. I'm feeling good, man. I can't wait for day 2, or this is day 2. I can't wait for the draft to start. Matter of fact, and I'm pretty sure it starts at 4 if I'm correct. So we are going live at 3:30. Pull on up. Let's do this shit again. You know what I mean? Let's have fun with it and see exactly the picture that the Raiders are painting on the defensive side of the ball. Man, for real. Let me see something. Oh, yeah, they're getting at me. I told you I'd be putting these links out, and right now we are live on 6 platforms. You know what I mean? We are live on all 6, man. We in the and if you guys are on Facebook, man, go ahead and check out the Raiders Allegiance group. Go join the group, man. I post a lot of stuff up in there, and the live chats as well go up in there. Also the Raiders Allegiance Facebook page. We are live on Twitch right now as we speak too. Raiders_Allegiance. Go follow that page as well. And then we're also on Twitter at Raiders Allegiance. Was it gonna be? Look for Raiders Allegiance and Lunatic Raider. We're on those 2 platforms, or that platform with those 2 accounts as well. So we are live everywhere, y'all. But yes, man, I enjoyed yesterday. I like the pick. Something man. We did good. Continue on the same projection to do the same thing today, and all should be well. Hey, just imagine if we do get Sanders. If Sanders do come to us in the second round, bruh. Like I said, I'd even take a trade back. Give us another 3rd round pick. You know what I mean? So we get into the 3rd round. Now we're playing with house money. We got 3 picks in the 3rd round. We still came away with a 2nd round pick just by trading back a few spots, because you're going to start getting people to want to trade up now because of what's on the board. Maybe somebody wants Levis so bad at our pick in the 2nd round, they're willing, hey, we'll give you a 3rd and a 4th. Hey, shoot that shit. Swap us out in the 2nd, and here's your 3rd and 4th. Hey, let them be quarterback hungry. And you know me, unask that shoot. Hey, in those videos that I played, hey, YouTube, that's for entertainment purposes only, educational purposes only. All rights to that, man. Let's go. I don't want to see nobody I don't see you get no strikes on no shit. Hey, if Ziggler picks Sanders, I'm like skeet, motherfucker. All skeet, goddamn. For real. You know what I mean? I coat these walls, boy. You won't need no primer fucking with me, boy. Balls be empty like a motherfucker. Cause I'm telling you, now you starting to see, if you get Sanders, now you start seeing the picture come to fruition of what they're trying to paint. And I'm like, oh my God, Tyree, Sanders. And then you go into the third round. You got 2 picks. Now you address corner. You know what I mean? God knows what corner is going to be there, but they're going to be there. They're deep as fuck at corner in this damn thing. And you looked in the first round, they took a lot. People talk about Tyree that didn't like it. Look at all the edge rushers that came off the board after us. They were just peeling off like, oh, another edge. Oh, another edge. And none of them are, none of them can compare to Tyree. It's just what it is. But we got our dude. Now let's move on to day 2, man. Let's go. So, hey, throw some names out there you guys want to see happen today, whether it's the second or third round. I wonder, do they do mock drafts just starting at the second round? They probably don't, huh? I'm just curious if they, with what's left on the board, do a mock draft from the second and third round and see exactly what's available. That'd be dope. Let me see, man. Let me see something real one time. You know, man, one time, man. I wonder if they adjust their mocks like that during the draft. Mock Draft Simulator, PFN. Not ass, bitch. I'm just curious how the mock drafts, if they change their shit. Did they say that PFF? That they pay for PFF. Let's see. The PFF, you gotta pay, right? Which one did I go to? PFN. I did Pro Football Network. Let me see something real quick. Okay, so you said PFF. Don't PFF give you like 3 rounds for free, right? Before, man, let's see. NFL Mock Draft Simulator, PFF. All right, so if they update their shit, man, that'll be dope as fuck, man. Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit, dog. If they do this, oh man, skeet, motherfucker. Let me see. Yes, they do. All right. Y'all done fucked around and gave the motherfucking gun to the motherfucking rabbit. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. All right, hey, this is gonna be dope. Let's do this shit. I never tried to do the mock draft after the draft started. I never done that in my life. Usually I do it up to the draft and then I let everything just happen, you know what I mean, organically for real. All right, hey, shout out to y'all, man, for letting me know this. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you. Shout out to the 62 watching. We are gonna do a mock draft right now, as if everything is going the way it is with the people that's off the board and what's left from round 2 and 3. We're only gonna do 2 and 3 rounds. So we're gonna pick the Raiders, of course. Let me blow this up a little bit so my blind ass can see. All right. Here. Yep, we're live and okay, we're starting off in round 2. All right, y'all. This is gonna be interesting. Shout out to 2 Red Rings. Use that draft capital to move up and get the. No, there's a lot of good quarterbacks. Hey, you don't have to move up for cornerbacks. 2 Red Rings. I'm dead serious, man. When I went and looked at these corners, and like I broke it down with the corners that, and I specifically just went with what Patrick Graham had coached in the Senior Bowl. There's a lot out there, bro. There is a lot out there. I like that safety out of Boise State, Skinner. JL Skinner, 6'4", bruh. I like that size. I mean, I want to be able to contend with the best tight ends there is out there. You know what I mean? Now we got some big guys out there, man. big guys out there, man. We get some good 6'2" corner, 6'2" safeties, if not bigger. You know what I mean? Mobile, fast, can cover, long arm length, you know, for reach to be able to have a circumference of defense. Bruh, I'm telling you, we don't have to move up for nothing. Move down if anything. That's how deep this shit is. And a lot of people done failed to the second round. It's crazy. All right, let me shut the fuck up. Let's start this shit. All right. Round two. Let's see. I don't want to go offense, man. All right, you talk about corner? I don't see, let's see, Sanders. No, we don't want no center, don't want no, what's that? Guard, no guard, tight end, no, wide receiver, no, cornerback, guard, tight end, corner, a dude out of Miami, wide receiver. Let's go just deep defense. Not about there are trade offers. I don't want to trade though. Fuck that shit. All right. So it's on us in the second round. Who do you love? Girl, I'm in love with you. Are you sure? Sure as the sky is blue. Defense. Hooker is still there, but you know what? I'm gonna pass Hooker. I'm not gonna take him. If he's there at 100 though, I'll seriously think about it. Let's see how it came. Let me see. I want to look at this second way. Who came off the board? Round two. Joey Porter Jr. went to that made sense, going to Pittsburgh. Michael Myers went to Arizona. Brian Branch went to the Detroit Lions. Will Levis went to the Colts in the second round. They did not have to do shit. They got their quarterback. Desmond Jones, tackle, went to the Rams. Keon White, that was another dude I had my eye on too on the edge, but we good. He went to Seattle. All right. So with that being said, let's don't want no running back, no tight end, linebacker. Oh, there we go. We're going to take Drew Sanders. We're taking Drew Sanders in the second round, y'all. Let's do this shit. Hey, shout out to Raider Kush, man. What's the deal, man? Top of the morning. All right. Got Drew Sanders, that linebacker from Arkansas. Let's go. Now we go to 100. If I'm telling you now, if Hooker, I got Drew Sanders. If motherfucking Hooker is there at 100. Oh, did I only do 2 rounds? Oh, see, they gave me a C- on Drew Sanders. I didn't try to only do 2, man. I have to do this again. Let me do this shit again. Yeah, great. What you call it? Top of the morning, Earn. Hey, you got them. You got that new Gary Payton. You got that Payton sour apple. You got that Payton sour apple diesel. Man, that's that new shit. You got that Tyree Wilson, bro. You got that Tyree Wilson Skittles. Y'all make me want to get high like motherfucker. All right, we're gonna do this shit. I only did 2 rounds, my bad. We're gonna go 3 rounds since that's what today is. Let's do this shit again. All right, let's go. Go Power Rangers. Start the motherfucking draft right now. All right, we're gonna do it right now, y'all. But they did not grade as good at Sanders. I'm just telling you. Tight end, wide receiver, cornerback. I think cornerback will make a better, let's see. Cam Smith, how y'all feel about Cam Smith at corner? You got Gary Payton. Bruh, you got everything, every hybrid ever invented under man. White Widow, White Rhino, Champagne, AK-47, Cherry Gelato, goddamn. Oh, them are all different. I thought you were saying just one long-ass strand. I got Gary Payton, Mochi. Hey, I love Mochi balls, man. Pause, y'all. Mochi balls is the shit, though. The ice cream inside of the rice, hard to explain. That shit is dope. That's that Japanese shit. You got the Zaza. Oh, not the Zaza runts. Okay, let me ask you this, Ern. Have you ever tried Culato? It's Yuck Mouse strand. Culato. I know he be pushing the shit out of that. Who else got a strand? Richie Rich got a strand too. I forgot what his shit is. He also got a coffee line. Believe it or not, Richie Rich got a coffee line, man, like real coffee beans. Some real shit. You said take Sanders? Yeah, okay. We'll see. If Sanders there, we'll do it again. So Sanders. Drew Sanders is there. All right. So we're gonna ride with that narrative. So I'm taking Drew Sanders. Second round. I didn't do 3 rounds when we started it over. We're going to go on to the. So we added Drew Sanders. You know they're gonna give us a C-. Okay, here we go. We are in round 3. Let's continue this motherfucking notion. And I told you what I was gonna do. Ooh. How y'all feel about Sidney Brown at safety from Illinois? Like I said, I'm not going. I want big-bodied. 5'10", 211. That's not that bad. Brown is smooth and explosive in open field. He has a range of back end and flips to the track receivers in the coverage. But what is I'm trying to see some stats. So he progressed as a college athlete. That's what you want to see, progression. And you see his score up here at the top. From 2020, 21, and then 22 at 70, graded out at 78.4 his overall grade. So he improved every year. That's what you want. That's what you want. It does not mean I'm going to take him. I was just looking at the option right there. So we do have safety available. Corey Trice, cornerback out of Purdue. What is his measure? Okay, here goes a 6'3" corner. 6'3" corner, 206. What narrative on him is? Trice is built like a linebacker who got kicked out to cornerback. He beats up opposing receivers in press coverage, allowing only 1 catch on 88 pass snaps. So this past season, on 88 pass snaps, he only gave up 1 reception. They said he's an ex-linebacker turned corner at 6'3", 206 pounds. I like this shit. They said he beats up on wide receivers. Let's look at his score. All right, so he graded out this past season at 75.4 was his score. What is he? He played in 13 games. He had 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Yeah, you know what? And I like his size, man. At 6'3". Let's see if I do graded. Let me see something. What y'all saying? So you know what? We need corner. I like this dude's size. They said he's a physical on press coverage. He's good against. He's an ex-linebacker, so I'm not worried about him in the run, especially bringing him on blitzes and shit. At 6'3", 206 pounds, bruh. And right now he's ranked up there. He's the second. Take that back. I ain't gonna say that. Oh, I'm tripping, y'all. I went down too far. Rush. Of course we got to go motherfucking Rush. 6'2", 198. I forget about Rush. I overlooked him, y'all. We're taking Rush at corner. South Carolina, let's go. Let's go. Y'all done fucked around and gave the keys to the porch to a nigga that can't motherfucking see shit. I'm about to run everybody over. Nigga, I'm running into bus stops and everything. I'm running over lot lizards. All right. Now, our final pick of the third round, bruh. And I told y'all what I was going to do at 100. I don't know if dude's still here, though. What about Johnson from Oregon? Is he there? Oh, Sewell went in the third round to the Cowboys. Ugh, fuck the Cowboys. Let me see something real quick. That's Young from Tennessee. I don't think they do, man. I'll be honest with you. Hold on. I don't see him either, man. God dang it. That's Yaya Diaby. That's another dude that Patrick Graham had on his team in college, the Senior Bowl. Eli Ricks is another one, but that's I'm looking for somebody though. I don't want to go another edge, but I mean, then I would be reaching. That would go against all things that we think. Oh my God, what to do? All right, we got Rush. The other corner. Y'all want to go another corner? Y'all want to go with the ex linebacker 6'3", 206? We got Rush. We can let's add to that corner. We get a nice young press man corner combo. Bruh, but one 6'2" and the other 6'3". Bruh. Nah, I don't want no guard, man. You don't have to do a guard right now. You know what? I don't want to go too far down. I don't want to do another edge because he's not going to start, but this dude has a possibility. Let him fight for it. Fuck it. I don't give a 6'2" and a 6'3" corner that both can play press man. That's what we want in this defense. That's what we want in this defense. If we can get coverage sacks and let Tyree Wilson and Sanders and them get to the quarterback because there's no fucking receivers open, I'm taking that shit. What did they grade us at? Look at y'all had me. Look, Drew Sanders got a C-. Look at my 2 picks. An A- and an A for the 2 corners. Now we got our lockdown corner. We got our potentially. I ain't gonna say it like this. Like I ain't saying these are these guys, but it's almost like remnants of having an old school secondary at the corner spots when you had motherfucking Lester Hayes and Mike Haynes. Bruh, when's the last time we had 2 corners to lock down shit? B.I., like Kush said, B.I. How many times we had? When was last time we had 2 lockdown corners? Bam, and they can cover tight ends. 6'2" and 6'3". Let's go. So what's my overall grade though, bitch? We got a B+ overall because of Sanders. Sanders knocked us down because he's a C-, but that fucked their grade. I'm just getting an idea of, yeah, boy, if the draft unfold like this, I know y'all wouldn't complain. You got your edge rusher, you got 2 lockdown corners that they might not start now, but hey, let them fight for the position. Let them fight. We got our linebacker, bruh. We went solid on that shit. We got motherfucker, man. They gonna protect Jimmy, man. Shit. I don't think it's the case that Jimmy himself is injury prone. I think everybody on the Niners is injury prone. I think their strength and conditioning coaches probably suck ass. Jimmy never got hurt in New England, so why all of a sudden now you go to the Niners and the issue along with every other quarterback? Matter of fact, who all got hurt? Man, every quarterback the fucking Niners had got hurt. Every defensive Bosa got hurt. Fucking D Ford got hurt. Everybody gets hurt with the Niners. So what's the common denominator? Jimmy G gets hurt. Is it because of Jimmy G's being injury prone? Or is it because these motherfuckers don't know how to keep their players healthy? I think it's the latter. I think they don't know how to keep their players healthy because everybody, matter of fact, the fucking coach got hurt. Motherfucking coach on the sideline got hurt, man, when one of his own players ran into him. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, damn. Is Jimmy G frail, or is the fucking organization just fucking don't know how to keep their players healthy? And that's what it is. I think that the franchise don't know shit. Hey, Sebastian, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning, man. I'm ready for day 2 to get started, y'all. Bruh, I'm about to get off of this shit in a minute. Go make me some breakfast. You know, I might make me some cheese grits. You feel? I don't know. We don't know. I might, fuck it, do waffles and turkey bacon. You know, all that good shit. Get some eggs going this morning. You feel me? If y'all ain't never had, try some French toast waffles. You make the waffle and then you dip it like French toast and cook it. Man, my son love that shit. Put some strawberries, whipped cream, and hit it with some powdered sugar like we had IHOP. Fuck IHOP. They can't fuck with me. Matter of fact, I gotta get back on cooking with the nation. Y'all, I'm gonna start doing some breakfasts. Matter of fact, next weekend, what I'll do, we'll do a steak fajita omelet. And just I might do some sausage or something like that. Something nothing too complex. But yeah, the steak fajita omelets, man, are the shit. I love them motherfuckers, man, for real. Eggs, bacon, and shit. Yeah, Sebastian, you can't leave the shit off. You know what I mean? It might make some SOS. You know what that is? I know my military and penitentiary people know what SOS is. Shit on the shingle, man. You get the sausage in the gravy, bruh. Sausage gravy over biscuits. Oh, I got some biscuits too. You know what? I think I might maybe I might do an omelet. I don't know. An omelet, biscuits, and some bacon, turkey bacon. That might, yeah. For real. Yeah, shout out to everybody out there, man. Salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all for pulling up this morning. Gravy's in the building, man. Hey, that's what I need some gravy. No, let me not say it like that. Not you, Gravy. We talking about breakfasts, and I was talking about sausage gravy over biscuits, the SOS. I remember my pops making that shit as a kid, man. I used to love that shit, man. But yeah, shout out to all y'all out there, man. Shout out to Alex S in the building. Top of the morning to you, man. Thank you for being here. He said he ain't been on the yards. Hey, but you know that SOS though, huh? Making the perfect spread. Bruh, hey, don't give me some ramen, some jalapeno, some mayo. Let me get some Slim Jims. Let me cut that shit up with a cord. You know what I mean? Man, make pizza. How you make pizza, man? You get the tortillas. Lay all them tortillas out, man. Layer that shit out, man. Hey, I'm telling you, I got partners that still make spreads. Hey, I remember last year we watched one of the Raider games. We went to the store. My partner got, man, all this shit together for the spread, man. With the summer sausage and the jalapenos, and man, got the butter crackers. We went in on that shit. For real. Hey, he said pause. Alex S, look, bomb, look, you already know. For real. He said, let me in, I'm at the door. I smell breakfast. Hey, right on, man. Hey, shout out to everybody out there. Who do I want day 2, Sebastian? People kept saying Sanders and shit, but there are, I'm looking at corners. Like we said, did we do it today? No, we did it the last draft. No, we did it today. We sure in the fuck did. Darius Rush. Keep your eyes on Darius Rush. Yes, I'm looking for him at corner. So I would love to have Darius Rush. Sanders is not a bad, you know what I mean? I go to Sanders too, because we do need linebacker. You know what I mean? And I think some of these guys are better fit as a unit rather than grading them individually. You know what I mean? I think Sanders in the right situation with what we're building, I think he can prosper. You know what I mean? Especially when you got somebody like, now you got Tyree Wilson that'll be in front of him, taking double teams. That's going to open gaps for him to go ahead and guard against the run and get back in the backfield if need be. You know what I mean? So a lot of these things are going to work hand in hand with each other. That's why I can't wait to see how they're painting this picture on defense. I think after the draft is said and done, I think, we possibly could have one of the best drafts we done had in ages for this franchise, which ain't saying much because when's the last time we had a great draft? You know what I mean? But I think, like I told everybody, all the stars are aligned right. You know what I mean? In a year that we're thirsty for defensive players with a lot of holes on defense, it happens to be the same year that this draft is deep at defense at different positions, as well as us having 12 picks to address those needs on defense and a defensive deep draft. It's like, bruh, everything is just there for us for the taking to make this defense like, oh, now we got something now, y'all. And not just for 1 year. That's why I said a lot of people were worried about free agency. Free agency is a temporary, you know what I mean, substitute for what you need down the line. And what you need down the line can only be, you know what I mean, selected in the draft. Go out there and keep doing this shit. Now let's go get linebackers and corners and safeties and add an offensive lineman. Add a wide receiver if you need, you know what I mean, to carry the torch. You know what I mean? Like I said, just because you get an offensive lineman, if that's the best offensive lineman and he's better than what you have already, you can't be dumb and not do that shit. You can't be like, oh, we already got an offensive line. Yeah, but two of those guys, Bars and Illuminor, only have 1 year deals. So what do we do on that offensive line after those two are free agents? You know what I mean? What, go into free agency and spend, what, $10, $15 million on a lineman? Or do we draft our own who's here for the next 4 years on a cheap, you know what I mean? Not cheap, but cheaper rookie deal, because we're out of day one. Day one is over with. So everything now, salaries start getting a little lower and lower and lower depending on where you draft them at. So why not get an offensive lineman if you feel like, okay, we can put him, let him learn the system for a year, then next year let him take over. But we can't overlap and overlook the offensive lineman that we drafted last year with Parham and them to be the next in line. Now, see, with Parham and them now, there'll be 2 years in the system, and they can come in and replace the Bars and the Luminors and let Luminor and them walk. Now we got fresh blood in there that got 2 years under his belt on the offensive line. So, hey, we got, that's what I would do. So continue to just get the best that we need. The best available of need. I've been saying that shit. You don't just do best available. Because if the best available is a fucking kicker and we got a whole bunch of holes on defense to address, you know what I mean? I heard some of the experts say, well, Tyree Wilson is good, but they need corners. Motherfucker, we need edge and defensive tackles too. You know what I mean? So what's the problem? And this draft is deep at corner. Like right now, like we're talking about, you ask me who do I see in day two and what I just mentioned. Rush. It is day two, and we're talking about a starting potential cornerback still available. And it's not just him, there's others too. You know what I mean? So we got options. I love being able to have options. You know what I mean? I hate to be pigeonholed, because when you're pigeonholed and you're desperate for a certain position, that's when reaching happens. That's when you start reaching for talent that shouldn't have been drafted at the spot you drafted them at. I love that we have all, like I said, it's the pros and cons of having a lot of needs on defense. You know what I mean? The pros is we got a lot of needs, so we got options as far as who we select. But the bad side of it is we have a lot of needs. That's the bad side. We got a lot of fucking needs on defense. You know what I mean? It's like win-win, win or lose. I mean, I can't say win-win because it's bad that we have holes, but it's good that we have holes in the defensive deep draft with a lot of capital to draft them. That's why I said the stars are lying, bruh. Ziegler and them just got to keep doing what they doing. Keep doing what they doing. Build this motherfucking team level by level. Maybe they go DT in the second round. You know what I mean? But I don't think they're overlooking the young dudes they drafted last year at DT either. You know what I mean? Keep grooming these guys. You can't just give up on them after year one. That does not make sense to me. Year one is, you know what I mean? If they can show development, that's what you want. Keep developing into what we want you and need you to be. You know what I mean? So I can't count out the defensive tackles we already got. But if there's one out there in the draft, a defensive tackle that is better, that in your eyes is better than what's already on this roster, like Ziegler said, you get them and you sort that shit out later. You figure out who's the starters and who ain't. You let these motherfuckers contend for it, battle for it. You know what I mean? But, I mean, we could possibly do a quarterback too. Who knows? I don't think they're sold on just giving the reins to Garoppolo. And Garoppolo said it himself. He don't want to just be given the main dude. Let me fight for it. You know what I mean? That's like, if you like, shout out to my guy Ja Raider in boxing. Would you rather go into the ring against an opponent before the bell even rings, that motherfucker quits, so you're awarded a victory? You know what I mean? For not putting in no work? Or do you want to go out there and earn that motherfucking champ? You want to knock this motherfucking block off and show the world you're that good? Some motherfuckers are built that way. They rather want to go out there and fight for their position rather than just being handed to them. That's the thrill of the hunt. You know what I mean? The thrill of the fight. Who's better? You know what I mean? Who's better, me or you? It ain't no knock. We both think we're better. Well, shit. Shout out to Walt for subscribing, man. Hey, salute to you, man. Thank you and welcome. Welcome, man. I appreciate you, my brother. Cam Smith. Hey, Cam Smith is another one. Like I said, it's beautiful to have options. You know what I mean? This shit is it's ridiculous for this draft to set up the way it is for us. You know what I mean? It's like ridiculous, like damn. You know, it's kind of like you're an older gentleman, you like younger women, not hella young, but just a little bit younger than you. And you're looking for a wife now. You're at that time in your life where you're looking for a wife. So you go to a club, and just so happens that night, you just won your settlement in a car accident. So you sitting on about 130 racks. You're single. You're looking for a younger woman in there, or single, you know what I mean, potentially could lead to marriage. You go to a club, and it's a whole bunch of women in the age range you're looking for. They're all single, looking for an older man that's financially stable. Bruh, you just hit the motherfucking lottery. Now you can select who the fuck you want. Hey, you know what? Unless you look like them people from Kansas City. Them are some ugly motherfuckers in Kansas City. I watched the draft last night. I'm like, man. And I said that because I was looking, the women look like men. No offense. Some of y'all women look like men. Hey, that's fine. You know what I mean? Just keep your mustache lined up. You know what I mean? Put on some smell good and go on about your business. It's all love. Nobody, hey, we shouldn't hate on nobody. You know what I mean? But the obvious is, if you got a full beard and you ovulate, hey, shout out to you. At right guard, hey, like I said, hey, Walt, there's a lot of, I love having options. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You don't want to go to the restaurant and there's only one thing on the menu. I want options. You know, and sometimes you beat yourself up trying to, do I want that? But man, then again, you know what I mean? Do I want it? Do I, you know what I mean? Sometimes you beat yourself up over the selections that you have at your beck and call. Nutty Raider Nate, what's the deal, man? What's good to you, man? Top of the morning. Man, we're all discussing the pick. He said, damn. Hey, just win, baby. Hey, that's all we want to do is win in the draft and on the field. You feel me? NWA all day. Garrett Williams, maybe at 70. Hey, that's some good calls. Hey, for real. That's some damn good calls. Hey, I'm just here for the, you know what I mean? I want to see this shit unfold, man. It's like I said, it's like Christmas. You know what I mean? We get to unwrap our presents and see exactly what the fuck we get. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody out there watching, man. Thank y'all for being here this morning, man. Shout out to the 50 plus viewing, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all are welcome back every weekday morning right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. It is the Good Morning Raider Nation Live podcast. You guys are always welcome, man. Get in the chat. I love that you guys are supporting this channel and taking part in the festivities in the chat, you know, with the draft weekend, man. Hey, today is day 2, round 2, round 3. We got 3 picks as it stands right now. It can flip into more. Who knows? It can flip into less. But the idea is to sit back, buckle your seatbelts, and enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? Enjoy the ride, man. It's going to be very interesting, man. I'm going to go ahead and get up off here. We got other people that's going live, man. Y'all can catch Kush, work out with Kush. I'm about to work out this table muscle in the kitchen. That's what I'm gonna work out, Kush. Hey, do some push-ups for me, bruh. I'm gonna get on that shit though one day. I be trying to tell myself, man, but bruh, the kitchen keep telling me no, but my mind and my stomach keep saying yeah. Shout out to R. Kelly. Quit peeing on people. Yes, indeed, man. Hey, I'm about to get off here. Walt, once again, thank you for subscribing, man. Hey, we are here. Matter of fact, what's today? Friday? we definitely will be here tomorrow morning because day 3. You know what I mean? For those who don't know, I am doing a Nation of Hip Hop podcast tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Pacific. In conjunction with my guy Tavis Miller, who is CEO of the West Coast Hip Hop Awards. So we're doing a joint venture tomorrow. We're doing called the Nation of Hip Hop, which is celebrating the 50 years of hip hop and the Raider Nation influence. There's a lot of influence in hip hop that come from the Raiders, from NWA. You even had Chuck D from Public Enemy, fucking Run DMC, all rocking Raider gear, Notorious B.I.G. wearing Raider shit. Shout out to Tupac, the Loonies, Richie Rich, Ice Cube, MC Ren, man, MC Hammer, all Raider fans. You feel me? We deep with this, man. We are influential throughout the history of hip hop. We've been there since day one and shout out to NWA for really putting that shit out on the map. But a lot of people in that era were still rocking Raider gear. You know, whether they were fans or not, they love that shield. We're so influential, man. So with that being said, man, I want to give a shout out to the West Coast Hip Hop Awards, and I want to go ahead and do the promo one time for that, and then as well as do the promo for the podcast for tomorrow.
And boy, it's your nigga Yuck Mouth, man. And we present the West Coast Hip Hop Awards again, man. Live in LA, man. Where we at, baby?
Man, we're going to be at Alonzo Stadium. That's right. We're going to be at Alonzo Stadium August 5th. It's going down. You're not going to believe it. You name every West Coast artist, he going to be there. You got your 40s, your Snoop Dogg's. You got your fucking Yuck Mouth. Guess what? Yuck Mouth's the fucking host. Can you believe that?
Yeah, bitch, you.
Da-da-da. August 5th.
Live Saturday, April 29th, it's the Raiders Allegiance, the Nation of Hip Hop podcast, celebrating 50 years of hip hop and the Raider Nation influence. Hosted by Lunatic Raider and Tavis Miller. Presented to you by the West Coast Hip Hop Awards and Shield of Glory Clothing Brand. Live podcast starts at 2 p.m. Pacific. Hip Hop and the Nation. Now how gangsta is that?